story for making everybody wait, including you, Mike Richards. Let's get him in here. And I'm going to say it again. Battle of Alberta, man. Go.
Well, it's been too long. And let's face it. I mean, there are times where when it comes to if someone said Stanley Cup or beating Edmonton, I think I know which one they might just take because it's so good. It's so good to take those people out. I know. Did I say those? Those people, eh? I know people get mad and everything like that. I'll just tell you right now. They go up north. They picking their berries and all that. I'm just saying. No, I think this is going to be great theater. Not every series, I mean, as good as it can be, is going to be set up that way. I mean, I'm sure St. Louis and Colorado have their fans, and they're called family. So I know in this area, like it's so bad here. I mean, after the Leafs bowed out again, the viewing habit of the GTA, it will be like zeros, except for the Battle of Alberta. So let's hope they get out there. They make it a track meet. I certainly like Calgary's chances in this one, even though it was pretty tight throughout the year. But I have a feeling that what we saw in the Dallas series and Edinger standing on his head, I mean, that was just an unbelievable performance. They won't be getting that. So if we grade from the back end out, if we're looking at this series, then already Markstrom gets a check mark, and I like the Flames already.
How much fun would you have had on the radio with this? Or me, you still can. Wayne. No, I'm not done. Wayne Gretzky has chosen the Flames to win the series.
Oh, really? Wayner. Wow, that's pretty big. But wasn't his wife who gambles? Didn't Janet? Doesn't she put a lot of money? Anyway, so good for you, Wayne. And just do what Janet says, and you got even more money. But I absolutely see every opportunity for a Flames team that, I mean, they didn't play that. When I was there, this was not the style. I mean, look, when Daryl came back, all I heard was all the stuff about him being a dinosaur, a troglodyte, how they're going to, they can't play the way they did with Los Angeles, where they slow it down and make the other team feel like they're playing in sand. Well, he didn't do that. They said Johnny Gaudreau would not flourish under Daryl Sutter. I got news for people. Daryl's IQ, Daryl is off the charts. Daryl's a really smart guy, and he doesn't have to say much because he knows much. And when you look at what he has done, this is all Daryl. I mean, why do you think that for the last, I'd say probably at least 2, maybe 3 years, I've compared very often the Leafs in Calgary because of style of play, because they want to play with pace, because they want to make it a track meet. But what is the one difference that has happened in the last, 48 months? It's the coach. That coaching matters. We used to talk about it all the time with Pierre Maguire, that it is the thing that sometimes just doesn't get under the microscope enough. I mean, now, obviously, it's sexier to look at guys who put the puck in the net, and when you watch what Johnny Hockey does. But as I said, that picture at the end of the game with Daryl and Johnny, it said it all to me. And there's a way that this man communicates the game of hockey. He is a lifer. He's going to get it done. He'll find a way. And I see that there's really no ceiling for this team. Obviously, Colorado's a really, really good hockey team. But there's nothing that I think necessarily eliminates Calgary from saying that they can go as far as they want, because I don't think there is one.
I've said Flames in 6. Have you narrowed? Obviously, you think Calgary will win. Have you narrowed it down to how many games?
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy Bruce Dobigan, who thought it might go 7. I don't think it goes 7. I really don't. I think, again, not to pick on Edmonton, but to pick on Edmonton, the goaltending has been just such an Achilles heel for this team for so many years. Look, I know they get a lot of high flyers in there, and for years they literally had the choice of the best 119 hockey players in the world. Every junior player was certainly going there, and they still have not somehow figured out that they need to stop the pucks from going in, and I don't think they're going to do it in this series. I think it's going to be, quite frankly, an easier series for Calgary. Not that it's going to be easy, but I think guys are going to show up. Mangiapane's going to show up. I think Lindholm's going to show up. More of Tkachuk, and Johnny's not going to slow down. And this is Markstrom's the difference maker. And I think at the end of the day, this thing is over in 6. And people are going out to the Red Mile, and they're taking the tarps off, and who knows what could happen there. God, I wish I was there. Please.
I know. Hey, Jack in Vulcan, Alberta says, interesting that all of a sudden the mayor of Calgary is a Flames fan, when she all along was with Mayor Nenshi, said of the new arena, why would we build a multi-million-dollar arena for millionaire hockey players? Do you think if the Flames go far, it'll help the new arena concept or idea, do you think?
You know what? Because I'm not there, I'm only guessing on what people say, and I'm, super disappointed to where it is at this point. As much as I see, people not wanting municipal dollars that could be doing good for people at all levels. That's not an athletic endeavor. I understand that kind of pain. I'm not that kind of Neanderthal, but I also realize what emotionally the Calgary Flames mean to that city. I understand the jobs that are made available, and just the thing that runs the heart of the city. And the Calgary Flames are that. Sure, it's a big Stamps team as well. I won't deny that. But the Calgary Flames really are fundamental to, I think, almost the health of the city in a lot of different ways. There obviously has to be a fairness to it, but to speak to it like I really know the details of it, I'd be lying, and I'm not doing that. But I would say that the thought of a Flames organization not being in Calgary would be catastrophic to me, and a huge mistake, a big mistake.
We both have the Flames to win, but let's have a little more fun with what the viewers want, and that is some classic Mike Richards stuff. Let's just imagine that Steve Armitage is hosting the broadcast tonight, Game 1 on CBC. How would that go, Mike?
Oh, thanks, Mark. It's going to be a great series as the Calgary Flames, a fabulous city, up against Edmonton. Edmonton! Germs! Disease! Prostitution! Unwanted pregnancies! Dirty tractors! White mud! Traffic circles with stoplights! And don't forget, Mark, sweatpants with good shoes! There's a Ginla! He could go!
How about that?
Can you throw the mall in there, too? Would you mention the mall, please?
West Edmonton Mall! Crappy submarines! Condoms at the bottom of a pool! Needles!
Dirty diapers.
Kind of what,
I mean, using your terminology.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Man.
Don't bring the hate on Rod. This is all on this end, folks. Be mad at this guy.
Oh, you remember that? You ripped Edmonton and the Oilers one of those times, and the Oilers called me. I'm like, I didn't say it. I really don't care. I really don't care.
And there's one other thing there is one other thing I am nervous about. It's the CFL talks and the CBA and the thought of maybe there being a strike, which is something in my lifetime I never thought I would see, simply because the players to get leverage. And I'm not blaming the players. I don't think anyone is blaming the players. But it is a very tough place to be as a CFL player, because it's just been expected. You basically, what you give you you have to take, because you don't have leverage. You can't just skip to another league. You can't just skip to the NFL. That is a small percentage. Therefore, be grateful for what you get. Well, that's a tough place to be as a player. And look, our guys are talented. Our guys are fabulous. I mean, they're great people. It's a league. You talk about the health of the city. To me, this is, the CFL, it's deep into my heart. I'm just afraid if you start taking preseason games away, we're going to get back to the kinds of football that I think really hurt them over the last couple of years, COVID being a big part of that. And I just don't know how long you can go with it. I hope there's a little bit of heart on the league side, on the team side, because I feel bad for the players because they don't probably get what they deserve, but it's a very dangerous place to be, so dangerous.
Nice work. Completely out of time. Thanks, Mike. Enjoy the hockey.
I will. Go Flames.
Let's go!
See you next
Calgary,
hour, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the RP Show on YouTube. And don't forget, we're live daily on YouTube from noon to 2 Eastern. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And if you like the program, check around for other segments of The Rod Pedersen Show here on YouTube.